Welcome in, my beautiful Aries. How are you? I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing very well, thank you. Today is another hot, sunny day here in the desert of Arizona. Currently, it's like 96. We probably will be hitting 100 today. Very dry heat, though, so not bad. So this message is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in the placements of Aries. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, which goes into a deep dive as to what's going on with you. However, keep what does resonate, leave what doesn't. If you are interested in doing a deeper dive on what's going on in your life, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below. So today I'm going to do a reading for you. This is an overview for all of my Aries for the month of September. I am recording this on August the 28th, and one beautiful piece of message that I am sharing with you is that Mercury has gone direct today. Yay! Also, I believe we have 6 planets in alignment. I'm not exactly sure if you can see them in the night sky or not, but it is interesting that that is happening today as well. For the month of September, I understand we're going to have quite a few planets in retrograde. Now, when things go in retrograde, this is my understanding of it. And I'm just talking from my own life experience because I'm not an astrologer. I don't understand like all the planetary, blah, blah, all of this stuff. I mean, I've dabbled in it for a long time, but I have never made it my life's mission to learn all of that. Whereas, other things in my life I've really devoted my time to. So basically what that means is whenever those planets go retrograde, it gives us an opportunity to really deep dive into the aspects of those planets. Whatever it is that they cover in terms of the aspects of those specific planets. So right off the bat, I just learned about this yesterday. If you like astrology and you want to understand more about astrology, I do have a person that I have just started watching, and I've been watching Pam Gregory, who's a master astrologer. She's been doing it for a gazillion years. Yes, 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 she's brilliant. But somebody that is younger, has a younger take on life, which can be refreshing, is Meg Moonbeam. Like moon beams, light, right? Moonlight. So she is on YouTube. She's also on X. She's on Rumble, and she works with the Beyond Mystic group. But she does have her own channel as well. She's well worth listening to. She gets into the deep stuff. She talks about like all the dwarf planets, all the other things, that are out there. So it is very interesting, and I highly recommend her. Anyway, so we are going to do your reading today. And as I'm doing this portion of your reading, I'm going to take myself off camera. So let's do that. If you're brand new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe. And right now, if you wouldn't mind just lifting that little hand up there and giving me a thumbs up, because that's helpful as well. And then we're going to pull your cards and see what the universe wants you to know for the month of September. Okay, Aries, here we go. Whoops. Did I put them upside down? I might have put my whole deck. Yeah, I put my whole deck upside down. Sorry about that. I don't read upside down. Okay, we start off with the 5 of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Swords, 7 of Swords. Holy moly. So the 5 represents kind of your energy here. We have Temperance. So this is your very first major arcana. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got two swords energy. We only have this one wand energy. Two pentacles. Oh, we have three swords, and this one in the very center. Okay, Aries. So as we start off this reading, this first placement is representative of you. This is how you're showing up for this month, how you're entering into this month of September. And this is kind of your energy, unless you make a decision that this is not the energy you want to carry. This is what we are seeing right now as your specific energy. The Five of Wands is all about change, right? As you can see with this card, these five people are working on a project, but they are not working in synchronicity. They are not working as a team. They are working I'll do this part, you do that part, you do that part. But this is really my conflict and competition card. So this is a minor arcana. It's not that big of a heavy lift, but I do feel as though you might feel as though you're competing against someone, or that you are having to prove yourself, or that you are not working within a team environment, that you feel as though you're working on things all on your own and not getting a lot of supervision, or something along those lines. You know what I mean? Now, the other thing about this card is this can be talking also about conflicts, not only within your job space, but this can be conflicts with other people, right? This can be, you might be feeling very fiery this month. You might be feeling as though you just really want to speak your mind, and you are going to probably do that since you're an Aries and a fire sign. I feel as though what this is really saying, though, is that changes are coming in for you, changes in the way that you are going to have opportunities for this passion, this creativity, and this motivation that motivates you further. And the month itself is representing itself as this Knight of Swords. So basically what this is saying is that you are going to be blazing your trail. You are going to be following your guidance, following your inspiration, your motivation, and you are going to be running towards your dreams, right? So the Knight of Swords is the way that you think about things, the way you express, the way that you use your words. And this guy is running towards that motorcycle, because if he gets on that motorcycle, he can take off. Now, normally this would be a horse, right? And he is racing towards his dreams. This is my fastest moving knight. I do feel as though you're going to have a lot of fast moving thoughts, ideas, ways of expressing things that are going to come to you. And the suggestion that I'm hearing Spirit say is you might want to capture some of those ideas. You might want to put them down on paper as they pop into your mind. Or since we all have our cell phones with us everywhere we go, just drop yourself a little note in your phone as a reminder. Create a note. I don't know if you use notes on your phone. I do. I got all kinds of stuff in my phone. So what I want to, what I want to tap into, or what I want to capture, I will put it in the note section of my phone. And that's kind of that same idea, so that I can look back on it later when I'm going to sit down and I'm going to implement, or I'm going to take action. Now, this card is a taking action type of a card. So I do feel as though you're going to be very busy. You're going to feel as though you are jogging. You're going to feel as though you're just moving very quickly this month. Now, what's in your past is this Seven of Swords. This is my lying, cheating, stealing card, or this is my card of deception. So some of you may have encountered some kind of a deceptive person, a deceptive practice, something that has really triggered you about this deceit. The sevens are about gaining confidence and experience. And of course, swords are the way that we think and express our thoughts, our decisions, those types of things. So this can represent that deceptive energy, or this can be like you are feeling as though you are in stealth mode, that you're keeping a lot of things to yourself, keeping things kind of private, kind of like that hermit card, but this is a minor arcana where you're keeping things to yourself only because you don't really want to give your ideas, the way that you think about things, the things that you're creating for yourself. You're not ready to give that energy away as of yet. Now, the thing that's bridging your energy, and the month of September is the Temperance card. And while you are going to be moving really quickly, taking action for most of the month, where you're going to feel as though you are really getting a workout here, this month in terms of how quickly things are moving. This Temperance card, as you can see, is he's got an overlay here of this angelic ethereal presence. He is definitely balancing the dark and the light. Now he is using that um, infinity sign there, right? So that ebb and flow. He is he is deepening his connection with that dark side to bring that dark side into the light, right? Those things that we stuff inside of us that we don't want to look at, those traumas, those pains, those things that have happened to us, they have to surface, they have to come up, just like what is happening on the planet now. All the dark secrets are coming up, and we are meant to feel them. We are meant to release them, and that's what we do as beings. We help transmute that energy, and that's kind of that same feeling that I'm feeling with this Temperance card. Now, the Temperance really is about patience and persevering, right? This is the illusion of time. This is about balancing your masculine, your feminine energies. Doesn't matter what gender you are. This Temperance card is also about trusting in universal timing. This is a very calming energy. This is an energy that says, even though you may feel as though you have got to get out there, you have to take action and rush, this card is also saying, take your time. Make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's. Make sure that you look at the nitty gritty fine print before you move forward. Because if you do that, you will do exceptionally well this month. Now, what's coming towards you as you're working through the month is this Eight of Pentacles. Now, eights are all about overcoming obstacles, but this particular card is about taking some kind of classes or doing some kind of training, doing some deeper dives, burning the midnight oil. Now, typically the pentacles have to do with our physical security, our resources, right? The physical resources, health, wealth, career, money, possessions, goodies, home, all of that. And she wants to get ahead. So she's putting in those extra hours. So it feels as though you have a very strong skill set as to what it is that you offer. However, you're feeling as though you want to gain more knowledge. And that's really what this card is really talking about, is, allowing yourself to really do some deep dives, really put in some extra work, doing the research yourself, really finding out, fine tuning what it is that, if you are interested in moving up the corporate ladder, what is it that you need to do? Talk to people in higher positions than you. Ask them, ask for guidance, ask for someone to mentor you. A lot of times, my senior vice presidents, when I worked in biotechnology for the last 20 years of my career. And my senior vice presidents, my directors, all of them loved to be able to help and help guide other people. So I feel as though if you approach them, with the right attitude, saying that you're willing to do what it needs to take, you're willing to do what it needs to take in order for you to advance. What kinds of things should you be focusing on? What would you do if you were in my position, right? And turn it around on them and gain wisdom from them. And that's kind of what I'm feeling from this card. If you do that, I feel as though with this Queen of Swords energy, I feel as though you may get a very beautiful mentor for you, or someone who is willing to work with you. And that would be this Queen. Now, this Queen can see clearly. She can, so she's my Queen of Swords. So queens are all about patience and understanding. This Queen is very much about logic. She works with her mind. She wants truth, integrity in her life. She will absolutely tell you exactly what she thinks, right? She will, no holds barred, tell you exactly what she thinks. This is the direction you should take. And then it's up to you as to what you want to implement, right? Her energy is one of facts and figures. She's somebody that really likes to understand the nuts and bolts and things. She really has a lot of insight. So if you come across this person and this is not representing you and your energy as you're progressing through the month, as you're, expanding and taking classes and, really just expanding your knowledge base, then I feel as though she's going to be a very good mentor for you. And then the last thing, of course, is that Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is meant to be a clarifier for this Queen. So that is saying, even though he is my slowest moving knight, he is moving forward and he is moving towards creating that physical security for himself. So basically what this is saying is if you follow her guidance, she will be able to assist you in taking the steps necessary for you to be able to be promoted, in order for you to be able to move forward, in order for you to gain the knowledge, wisdom, and experience that you will need in order to be able to move up, right? Or to expand your level of offering, right? Your service to others, whatever it may be. So now I'm going to pull last two cards. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is a message coming towards you. It can be about a potential job or a potential career move, right? Because pages do represent messages. So it could be you're expecting an email, a phone call, a letter, an offer letter, something along those lines that would be coming in. If this does not represent something along that line, this would be saying that you are reviewing, looking at options to bring in more physical security, or it's saying that you're going to be, for those of you who are having health issues, I am feeling as though you will be guided as to what you should be doing to help, bolster your health. Now, the other thing I am going to say about health is I was in meditation last night, and one of the things that I got, so I personally have been taking steps, moving forward in even cleaning up my own health, is that this is going to be a big focus moving forward. Now, we just had RFK Jr., say that one of the things that he wants to do if Trump is elected and he is part of that, part of his team, is that he does want to help clear up the chemtrails out of the sky. He wants to really help make America healthy again. So I do feel as though what is happening is people are going to start shifting their focus towards their health, and all the medications that we're on, and what do we need to do to get us off of big pharma, right? And the other thing that this card is coming in now, this is meant to augment or clarify this page, is that Four of Cups. So some of you may be feeling as though you have been abandoned, or that you're feeling very kind of lethargic, or you're feeling isolated, you're feeling bored, you're feeling apathetic, like you're tired of all the stuff, you're tired of the grind. So, and with these fours, it's about trying to gain balance or gain stability within your emotions. So be aware that you're going to start off this month fast paced, a lot of things happening, coming around you. And then as you progress, you may get to that point where some of you just feel a little bit burnt out. Like, I'm tired. I need a break, right? But overall, it looks really good. So let me put on my glasses, and I'm going to put myself back on screen to give you your last few cards. If you've made it this far and you have not already done so, please give me a thumbs up. That helps. And also, I would love it if you would subscribe. So I'm going to pull two cards from the angel cards. And it says, if you believe. Yeah. And so I'm not really exactly sure what this is tying into, because we didn't really ask a question in regards to if you believe. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I don't think that's helpful, but that's what they want you to know. And then it says in a year from now. So, it's funny because that year from now, I feel as though this is going to be one of our toughest years. Next year, I feel as though there's going to be a lot more reveals coming up. And we're going to be doing a lot of change, especially here in the US. So this next deck is from the Four Agreements. This is the book of the Four Agreements. I got this book when it first came out, and I think it was written in 1997. Absolutely. So the Four Agreements. So it's Don Miguel Ruiz, the Four Agreements. What I love about the Four Agreements is what they represent. So the first one is be impeccable with your word, speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using the words to speak against yourself or gossip about others. And the second one is don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality and their own dreams, right? The third one is don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. The last one is always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment, and it will be different when you are healthy than when you are sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. So if you have not read this book, it's an excellent book. But now I'm going to pull two cards for you from this deck. Okay, so the first one is don't make assumptions, be yourself around others. The message reads, the biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. Let me see if I can get this into, maybe it'll be easier if I do it this way. Can you read it better this way? No, because there's glare. How's that? So you can stop and you can take a look at that. But that is your first card. I love that message. And then your last message is don't take anything personally. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. Now, I have to admit, I read this book in the 90s, and while I agree with its tenets, it's so much harder to put it into practice. However, I do try to put those ideas into practice as much as I possibly can. And so I hope that these messages that have come through to you today will help you navigate your September. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Aries, always for showing up, supporting my work, and keeping it real. So, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you a lot of love, happiness, joy, inner peace, wisdom, good health, and prosperity. Should you so desire to accept it. Until next time, take very good care of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy your month.